Hi,
So
yes.
start off by just saying your name.
Hi, I'm Michelle Shibley, and I work here at Central High School. So I've been teaching in the city for 18 years, and 17 of those were here at Central High School. Ooh, um, I always felt like Central High School was a home, and I really love the environment here and the staff. I felt like was exceptional on so many different levels, especially with connecting with students. I really felt comfortable when I was a student here, and I wanted to be part of that. I think ultimately one of the reasons why I became a teacher was because of the teachers that I had when I was here at Central High School. Who knows what the future holds? I am, like I said, 18 years in, which is no feat. You know, that's a long time. I think I'm considered a veteran teacher at this point. So staying here is something that I've always planned on doing. I don't see myself teaching in any other high school anywhere else in the state. I don't really want to go anywhere else. I love Central. I love my department. I love the students. The principals are amazing. I just feel like overall it checks off almost everything on my wish list.
And now for more questions for you as a person.
Wow. As long as I can remember, I have been making art. So when I want to say in elementary school. Yeah, it was in elementary school. I think I was in like third or fourth grade. I was chosen to create a painting for the Capitol building in Connecticut, because that's where I was living at the time, was in East Hartford. And I was like one of like 3 kids in the whole school that got chosen to do this project. So I created this very large scale painting of a vase with flowers, and it was hung in the Capitol building, and I feel like that sealed it for me after that. I felt like I was an artist. It was like this title that was given to me that I owned, and I feel like I had already known at that point that I was an artist. I had always painted and drew, and my family like helped facilitate that by like getting me, you know, paint sets and pads of paper. And I just feel like it was like one of those things, like you just see the world in a different way, and you know it. Like when you're young, you can feel things about yourself, you know. So after that, like I was offered a summer stay at a summer camp for artists, for young artists, and that was amazing. And after that, I just kept on going. And then when I hit middle school and high school, I took every single art class I could, everything. And then I went to college and eventually became an art education major, and I just knew that it was for me. No. So I am a sculpture artist. I use any medium that I need to in order to get my purpose across. A lot of times I'll work in fiber, I'll work in foam, I work in installation art where I'm creating a space for people to enter and interact with. I feel like ceramics is one of the mediums that I always go back to no matter what, in terms of creating pottery, cups and functional ware and bowls. And it's something that I feel like I can give to people, and I can give to the world on a more accessible, you know, basis than a sculpture that maybe, you know, you fit on a pedestal or on a wall, which is always in my wheelhouse. It's something that I always do, but I feel pottery is something that just helps me reach the masses. That's a really good question. I think it's just intrinsic motivation. It's just something that feeds my soul. I can't live without art. I can't stop thinking about art. I can't stop thinking about making. So if I didn't do it, I would be a very unhappy person. And stress-wise, I feel like it's actually a stress reliever. You know, it really, truly calms the brain. It calms your nervous system, and you get lost in the flow state. And I think like I crave that flow state. It was always an escape for me. Growing up, it was always something that I knew I could count on, that would be there in my life, and I had control over it, and I could use it to escape. I could use it to share. And then as I started hitting college years and beyond, I started to realize that my art could really be used as a voice. Like art is great. Like yes, so many people can just look at a flower and paint a flower. But what is a flower? It's a flower. It's something beautiful to look at. It's aesthetically pleasing. But what kind of message are you starting to portray through a flower? If it has a bigger meaning, then that's like what I'm going for. So my kids are my partners in crime when it comes to art, if you will. We are constantly creating. We're constantly just making, and my oldest, who is 7, she is a creative. I think she was born a creative. Ever since she could hold a crayon, she was drawing, and it was something that her and I just always did together, and we still do. Just this past weekend, we opened up her new pottery wheel. So she got a little kids table pottery wheel, and it came with some air dry clay, and she's like, no, mommy, I want to use real clay. So I have some real clay at home, so I took a little bit out for her, and she started to play with it, and she was just a natural, like the way her hands touch the clay, the way that she just understands the way that the wheel is moving, and it was like natural on how to center clay, and she has her own ideas of how to decorate the surface, and she was drawing lines into it, and she's just very intuitive about what she wants to do with her art. And every day she comes home with drawings that she does at school, after school. She's always making things for her friends. She always wants to go on YouTube and follow somebody's drawing tutorial. I truly believe it's just part of who she is, just like it's a part of who I am. I don't know if it's nature versus nurture. I think it's a little bit of both. I'm encouraging and I'm helping her move forward in her artistic endeavors. I allow her to create whatever she wants, and I don't stop it, and I try not to correct it too much. And my youngest, Quinn, she is 2.5, and she always wants to paint. Mommy, paint, mommy, paint. You know, she's always saying to me, she loves to dance, and she loves music, and she tries to sing at 2.5. That's her wheelhouse in the arts, but both of them are artistically inclined. And I just think that it's something that I will continue to encourage, and I will continue to help cultivate and grow within both of them.
Thank you so much for being here and telling us more about yourself, aside from just being a teacher. I want to also thank you for being a great teacher and a big help in helping me find my passion for art. So thank you for doing this.
You're welcome, and thank you for picking me. I feel really lucky.